So, you all know how I have an insanely crazy fetish for music, right? Well, if not, well, now's your chance to know. Welcome to my top 10 partly or fully reintroduced songs of the Grand Theft Auto series, of course by me, King Victory 11. Now, before I get started, I just want to give a couple notes. First off, this is a personal opinion video, hence why the title is My Top 10 and not The Top 10 or generally Top 10, which would mean statistically Top 10, which is not the case. In forms of top 10 partial or fully reappeared songs, includes as part of song title, artist, or group, and beat of the song, either one, two, or all three of them, and has been at least two of any part of any Grand Theft Auto game, such as radio station, theme song, Easter egg, or etc. Includes possible reintroduced songs from within these Grand Theft Auto games, except for Grand Theft Auto 4, for the exception being that I couldn't find any song in Grand Theft Auto 4 that was reintroduced from or to other games. And I will not play any song whatsoever in this video due to copyright reasons, because music studios can pick on videos that release with music and assume them to be partly made to distribute them to make money for the person who made the video, which I will not do, will not risk, and hence the reason why copyright. And so, if I missed any song as part of notable mentions, which I'll mention soon after this, feel free to comment below any song that I could have missed. Now, let's get on to it. Notable mention 1 are these two songs, which is The Message by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, and Check Yourself by Ice Cube. Of course, The Message you could find in Grand Theft Auto Vice City in radio station Wild Style, and Check Yourself you could find that song in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in the radio station Radio Los Santos. Now, that's why I put a notable mention, because at first you may not believe the fact that both songs may have a similarity between them, but it's just because of the beat of the song, how it goes, which is why I put it as a notable mention. The titles are different, the artists are different, even though I like Ice Cube a lot more, because at least, his version makes a lot more sense, is, much better, to be honest, in my opinion. Yeah, that's basically it for this novel mention. The second one that I have of mind are these songs in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I Know You Got Soul by Eric B. and Rakim, and the other version by Bobby Beard. Both songs from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. However, Eric B. and Rakim's song is featured in Playback FM, and Bobby Beard's song is featured in Master Sounds 98.3. This song I decided to make a notable mention because, yeah, it's worth being mentioned. Although the fact that it was not so popular as much songs that I've listened to in my lifetime in Grand Theft Auto itself, the fact also remains that there was a long time ago which I fixed a bug for, or a relative did, where if the song by Eric B. and Rakim in the Playback FM would start playing on the PlayStation 2, the game would suddenly start using a ton of resources, sometimes much more than intended, which ended up freezing the game completely for minutes. Sometimes it didn't even want to load at all, which means I have to restart the system and, replay the game. So we fixed the bug, luckily, but unfortunately it was a huge deal for me, because every time you had this song play even for 5 seconds and then you switched on to another radio station, the game would start lagging crazy. Like, very crazy, but still. Besides that point, the song was pretty rare in my opinion. I haven't really heard it so much, as often as others, which is why I put it as a second notable mention. Now, a third notable mention that I have is by Nina with their song 99 Luftballons. The first appearance of the song was in Grand Theft Auto Vice City in the radio station Wave 103, though the second appearance is in Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, but not as a song, but an Easter egg. Where in Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, you would have a side objective to pop that exactly 99 red balloons, which is basically what the title means of the song. 99 left balloons, basically red balloons. That's what I assume, at least, from what I heard last time. Still, 99 red balloons to pop in Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories as a side objective. You don't hear the song anywhere, really, in the game. All you do, really, know is that you have 99 red balloons to pop, and I don't know how many times it is. So yeah, that was a pretty cool Easter egg that they've re-added in another Grand Theft Auto Vice City era-ish, area. But yeah, that's it for that. Now let's go to the actual top 10 list. First song I put on top 10 are these two songs. Express Yourself by NWA, featured in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and the Radio Los Santos radio station. And Express Yourself by Charles Wright in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in the radio station Master Sounds 98.3. Now I put this song at number 10 mainly because I just was able to reference it to hearing it sometimes in the game, as well as the fact that I hear it in movies, hear it on the radio station, sometimes in real life. It's very rare, though, that you do in real life, though. But the song is pretty much a good hit classic. It's pretty chill. It's pretty amazing. You're just driving solo, just chilling, doing, just fancying around. It's a cool song to listen to. At least I prefer... I prefer both of them, even though it's it's still a good song. It's still a chill song. They're chill songs to listen to. Now, number 9 that I put is Deep Cover by Dr. Dre featuring Snoop Dogg in the game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in the radio station Radio Los Santos. However, the counterpart song to it was reintroduced in Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories in the Liberty Jam radio station. The song is called Twins, or in brackets, Deep Cover 98, meaning the song may have came out in 1998. Who knows? Which could have also made sense since Liberty City Stories was based off of the 1998 era in the game. So there's that, and that song is by Big Pun featuring Fat Joe. Now, this song I put number 9 because I do like this song quite a bit. I've even listened to it a few times coming home from high school, just, chilling on the bus, just, listening to it. Sometimes trying to rehearse the lyrics to myself, especially from the Liberty Jam version, the Twins version. But in general, really, the songs are, they're so cool, just listen to them, just to hang out with your homies, just doing drive-by, in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas especially. It's a pretty cool song. They're pretty cool songs, and I like them. That's why they more or less just go on the number 9. Now, number 8. Vesti la Juba. Before I get to the first one, I will start with the second one by Ruggiero Leoncavallo in the opera Pagliacci. You can hear this song in Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories in a radio station Double Clef FM. Now, going back to the first one by Pavarotti, the reason why I have a question mark is because the version is significantly faster, more, let's say, sharper, more clearer, more, it had a difference between this and what we hear in Liberty City Stories. And yeah, this song was played in Grand Theft Auto 3 Alpha in the radio station Double Clef FM before the song got removed and reintroduced in a different version for Liberty City Stories. Now, in my opinion, I put this in number 8 because it's an opera song, deserves a spot, and besides that, it's a very touching song, very, very emotional, let's say, in my opinion at least. And I'm sure it deserved at least number 8 on the list. It's a pretty cool song. You should listen to it, yeah. For those who love classic, you should hear it. It's amazing. Now, number 7. None of us, or a few of us, might know about this. It's called Back to the Streets by Tom Novi. We hear this twice in one game, yes. The first appearance, of course, Grand Theft Auto 3 Alpha version. It wasn't played as a radio station. Not yet. It was in the radio station. But this was the original theme song, the opening theme song for Grand Theft Auto 3, before it got removed completely and another song goes into place, which I'll mention later. So the first appearance being the opening theme song, you know, when you hear that little like rhythm at the beginning of the game and it's like, oh yeah, I hear it, but you know, then it just dies on and then finally the game opens. The second appearance was also in the same game, but in the radio station Head Radio. It was the 8th song, I believe, which was one of the few songs that got removed from Head Radio, because the other ones were by AC/DC with Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, and by Connor and Jay with Carry Me On, I believe, yes. Those 3 songs got removed from the game entirely, especially from Head Radio, so we only hear 7 songs in Head Radio Station. Yeah, 7. Alright, I was always thinking 6, but there's 7. So yeah, there used to be 10, but now it's down to 7. Hey, look. It's a very cool thing. That's why I put number 7. That's not the reason why I put number 7. It's because this song deserves a spot. It's just a cool song. It's a very upbeat, like, vein pumping, like, oh my gosh, let's get into the action. It's just so, You just, once you keep up with the rhythm, it's like you can't stop until it stops. The rhythm is so amazing. It just deserves a number 7 spot. So yeah, let's go down to number 6. Speaking of theme songs, the Grand Theft Auto 3 theme song was featured twice, believe it or not. The first appearance, no, not in the exclusive version or the version that we see nowadays, Grand Theft Auto 3, no. It also played in Grand Theft Auto 3 Alpha. Not as the opening theme song, but there was a very old radio station before it got removed completely and replaced with K-Jaw with its own music. This station featured a lot of jazz, a lot of, dancing music, like the fancy, I don't know, what else you want to call? What do you want to call? Charleston, yeah, Charleston. Some other songs that you could think about. Hit the Road Jack, Don't You Come Back. Yeah, it was a pretty cool station before it got removed, which was unfortunate. And then the second appearance, of course, we all know, is in Grand Theft Auto 3 as the opening theme song. Well, duh, it's the Grand Theft Auto 3 theme song. And yeah, besides that, because it's a very cool song that we just, listen to sometimes before we open the game, it's like, wow, the song is so chilling. The song is too peaceful for its own kind. But still, they decided to re-add the song as the opening theme and kept it out of the radio station. Which was pretty cool in my opinion, but, still. That goes from number 6. Let's go to number 5. With Joyride by the Shooters. It was also the theme song for Grand Theft Auto 1, believe it or not. But the first appearance of this song, besides being the theme song for GTA 1, was also featured in a radio that I've seen according to the Grand Theft Auto wiki, named N-CTFM. We hear this song as well as 2 other songs in its radio station of the first Grand Theft Auto game that came out. And of course, the second appearance, as we all know it, we hear it in Grand Theft Auto 3 in the radio station Lips 106. Of course, I put number 5 because this song was a pretty cool classic, somewhat favorite song that most people loved hearing, especially how upbeat and how fast and literally this song was just, was pretty cool to listen to, and I'm sure it deserved a number 5 spot. Now, number 4, in my opinion, I put Beatbox by Art of Noise. This song would have never made it on this list until I heard this song in Grand Theft Auto 5 and heard it again in Vice City Stories later on. This song's first appearance, like I said, was in Vice City Stories in a radio station, Fresh 105. Of course, you hear it again if some people listen to this new radio station that recently came out for Grand Theft Auto Online as part of the Diamond Casino update, I believe. Second appearance was in Los Santos Underground Radio, part of the Black Madonna's remix. Yes, we hear the song there as well. If you don't believe me, check it out yourself. The wikis are open. Now, why it deserves a number 4 spot? Because it's just Art of Noise. They make fancy music. It's just so connecting. It's like the music that they make is so connecting. It's like you just get into the song, you just go with the rhythm like the other few that I've mentioned before. But this one is just something special. It's just beatbox. Like, my gosh, it's still an amazing song. Which, of course, in my opinion, deserves the number 4 spot. Now, song number 3. Steppin' Out by Joe Jackson. The first appearance of the song appeared in Grand Theft Auto Vice City in a radio station, Flash FM. Of course, we hear the song again later as part of the Diamond Casino update with the new station, LSUR. We hear it in Grand Theft Auto 5 again, under the Black Madonna's remix, of course. Now, this song deserves number 3 because every time you're playing Vice City and you hear this song, you just gotta chill. It's just the most chill song of Grand Theft Auto. You just gotta drive around, driving aimlessly, just doing what you feel, listening to this song. It was just amazing. You can't really do action with this song. It's just very chill. It's amazing. I love this song. That's why I put it number 3. Now let's go to number 2. With this song, Lady, Hear Me Tonight by Mudjo. The first appearance, believe it or not, was in Grand Theft Auto 3 Alpha, in a very old radio station, KBDDF FM. That's what the radio station was called. How do I know? I've played Grand Theft Auto Alpha a lot. Finished the game at least 4 times in the past year. It was an amazing game. Maybe 5 times, but still. And I heard this song. When I first heard this song, I was doing the mission, Salvatore's called a meeting, and I was driving that limousine up the hill, and I heard this song, and I was like, excuse me? This song played? I was surprised. Just before they played Superheroes by Daft Punk and other songs in this radio station, as well as Eiffel 65 with I'm Blue, Sandstorm by The Root, and Killer 2000 by ATB, this radio station featured a lot of classic techno songs from those days, which was amazing. Then, of course, we hear the song again, or at least not again, but was cut out from Grand Theft Auto 3 and reintroduced much later in the lifetime of Grand Theft Auto in Grand Theft Auto 5 in the radio station Non-Stop Pop FM. This song is such an amazing dance song, and for some reason some people might be like, oh, this song sucks, and some it's like, oh, this song is so amazing. But very simple lyrics, very simple dance beat, and what you got yourself a recipe for amazing, which is why I put it at number 2. Now, of course, before I get to number one, I had not mentioned this at all, but there was a song that I had mentioned, notable mention, that I just thought about now. It is Rubber Tip by Funky BJs. It was featured in Grand Theft Auto 3 in the radio station Lips 106. However, it existed before that because it was a part of that old jazz radio station. You know, the one that I said, Liberty Soul FM. Yeah, that song was played there before the station got cut out, but that song was brought back into Grand Theft Auto 3 in the new release into Lips 106. That song I should have mentioned because it was an amazing classic for Grand Theft Auto 3, which deserved a spot, but unfortunately I completely forgot about it until now. So yeah, there was notable mention 4. Now, let's get to number 1. Are you ready? You won't believe it until I say it. But it happened, and it existed. Toto with Hold the Line. Number 1. I love this song. This song will never leave my childhood experience. From many years ago, I could hear the station when I was taking a bus to elementary school. I could hear this this song. When I go to high school, I could hear the song playing San Andreas. And recently, I found out that it was first brought into Grand Theft Auto Vice City only exclusively in the European version, as part of that with 2 other songs, part of only the European version in Flash FM radio station. It was its first appearance, and then afterwards it was officially brought together in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in the radio station KDST, The Dust. Amazing song. I could hear myself singing that song so many times. It is amazing song. It's just amazing. And Toto already has its, appearance beforehand in Vice City with its popular song Africa, which was played in Emotion 98.3 just before Mr. Mister with Broken Wings. Yes, this song had to be number 1. It was a surprise to me, and I was like, what? This song was actually part of Vice City? Yes, it was. If you don't believe me, I will show you the reference link from what I had found out myself just only less than a month ago. And today is the 29th of June. Only like a few weeks ago I found out that this song was actually a part of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, just in the European version. Can you believe that? If you don't, I'll find the link again and I'll probably post it somewhere. If everyone's gonna go like, where's the link? Where's the reference? Where'd you get it? Well, okay, fine. I'm gonna get it for you. Okay. Still, that's only then. But this was my top 10 with 4 notable mentions. And honestly, not to choose one song over the other, but all songs, I like them almost as equally. From the first 3 that I've mentioned, which were part references, only until the last 7 that I've mentioned, which were full references, full copies and pastes. And they're all cool songs. They're all great songs. Just admit it. They all deserve to be on the spot. Well, if you found this video interesting, if you want to see any more top 10s of any personal opinions that you want to hear from me about, such as anything about games, music, or whatnot, feel free to comment down below. Or if any Minecraft server, any Terraria server, is part of another topic, anything you want me to try with you, feel free to message down below. Any Minecraft map, custom map you want me to try out, feel free. Anytime you want to join my Discord, I will have it in the description below. And, of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all sometime soon, hopefully. But yes, I'll see y'all a lot later. Peace out, and have fun, and good luck.